All right, New York Mankeys, we are back for week 10 of the UCL, and we are on quite the winning streak. However, this week we have to go up against our best friend, NIPPS, coach of the Long Island Regirockies, and I don't want you to pull any punches, and I know you're shaking in your boots because he's got an incredible lineup, but we need to give it our all this week. We see potential threats such as Mega Manectric, Breloom, Mamoswine, who we have had experience with in a league-type formats. And we know how threatening those mons can be. I actually think I've had experience with all of those on the Mankeys at one time or another in a different league. But we're not here to talk about that today. We are here to talk about us and how we will win. Mayhem, you are bringing some tricks up your sleeve today. Looking pretty fast. Gonna pass that speed off with a baton, huh? Who knows who it's gonna go to if that even comes through. And Landers, with your choice scarf, I need you to hit hard as soon as you get rid of those earthquake immunities. I need you to fire them off one by one by one by one. Just let them go. Sakura, oh, you are looking beautiful today, Sakura, but I need you to focus and put that beauty down and pick up some rage and tear a new one into NIPPS and the Long Island Regirockies. We are on a streak, but if it ends today, so be it. If it doesn't, New York Mankeys, ice cream for everyone. Let's go, Mankeys! What's going on, Shady people? Shady Penguin welcoming you back to another week of the UCL. Your New York Mankeys are going up against the Long Island Regirockies today, and this is going to be quite the match. This is going to be quite the match. But if you guys are excited and you want your Mankeys to continue on their winning streak, please show some shady love to that thumbs down below. The like button does need you a touch in today. We're going to go over really quick for those of you that did not watch or missed the team builder video. Where the heckles is my stylus? Well, playing with my fingers today. We have Savage, our Mega Pinsir, Sakura, the Milotic, Rufus, the Mew, Toph, the Landers T, Mayhem, the Jolteon, and Lonely, the Ape. So you guys know that our Mayhem is running Baton Pass, and my stomach is in knots, dude. I'm really not looking forward to this match, but I also am because it's with my best friend. So if you guys can go ahead, make sure you check out his channel. Link is in the description. He's an awesome dude, uploads really funny content. He's got some really unique series like Battle Trash and Mission Mondays and Mission Fridays. So it's really, really cool what he's got going on over there. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into this. Where the heckles did I put my stylus? I don't understand. I don't understand how this always happens. How does this always happen? Let's take a picture of our opponent's team, though. Before we do anything else, I just turn my flashlight on. So we see the Manectric, Tentacruel, Mamoswine, Tornadus, Breloom, and Bronzong. So, no Gliscor, which is kind of good for us because we just have to get rid of Tornadus and Bronzong, and we can safely go for EQs. We can go for a lot of EQs. Potential lead on his part, I would say Bronzong is a really strong lead for him. I would say Bronzong's a really strong lead, or a Scarfed Mamoswine. Or even Scarfed Tentacruel. I was actually really thinking when I had Tentacruel about running Scarfed Tentacruel. He's got base 100 speed, so it's really fast. I could definitely see, I could see one of those happening. I could definitely see those happening. All right, his electric immunities, just so we know, it's just the Mamoswine. So we gotta get rid of that Mamoswine. And then of course Manectric before Mega evolves. We don't have Volt Switch, but Thunderbolt still hurts everything on his team except for the Breloom. Even Bronzong doesn't really want to take a Thunderbolt. He can't really do much to me. A Gyro Ball's not gonna do too much unless he's packing EQ. I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lead Mew as planned. I'm gonna lead Mew as planned. I think he is going to lead his Bronzong. I do think he's gonna lead Bronzong. Man, I really wish I had my stylus. I'm a nervous Nelly and I don't have a stylus. I'm a nervous Nelly and I don't have a stylus. That is bad news bears. That is bad news bears. Okay, I'm not as worried because for some reason not seeing the Gliscor really makes me a little bit more pleased than if I had seen the Gliscor. We're gonna open up Rufus and we're gonna see our opponent open up with Manectric. Now this is fine for us. This is fine because we can just get either a free Will-O-Wisp or a free, now he did not bring his Delphox, so he has no Will-O-Wisp immunities. I think we can go, he's gonna go Volt Switch. So I think we can just go Will-O-Wisp because the Tentacruel is gonna come in. I'm just gonna go Will-O-Wisp because the Tentacruel is gonna come in. I feel like he's gonna predict rocks, and that's totally fine by me. Totally fine by me if he predicts rocks and goes out into Tentacruel. So Tentacruel's probably a spinner. If we get rid of that thing, Bronzong is most likely going to be his Mega. Now the question is, did he predict turn 1? Did he make a turn 1 prediction and go for HPIs? Because I am not switching out because this is my special wall. I am not switching out. We're gonna get intimidated, which is totally fine. of course, and we're going to see the Volt Switch. So he did not go for the Predict, and of course, had we just switched out into our Landers, we would have eaten it up. We do get critted turn 1. It's a crit right off the bat, setting the pace for the battle. But we see Volt Switch from the Mega Manectric. We're not going to forget that. And at this point, I'm pretty sure he just goes out into his, goes out into Nades. As we do go for the Will-O-Wisp, and it is going to connect, burning this Nades. And we're going to see residual damage. I kind of feel like he went out into this so that he can U-turn or anything like that. I'm actually just going to go for the Roost here. I'm just going to Roost up. Because, I mean, if he has knockoff and he's going for it, Colbur Berry can handle that. And now that he's burned, it's really not going to do too much. So getting that early burn on Tornadus is really, really, really nice. Really glad I went for that instead of the Stealth Rock. Stealth Rocks will be nice because it does do 25%. Ooh, we see the Tailwind here. Ooh. I like that. I really like that Tailwind. That's going to be troublesome for us for sure. It's definitely going to be troublesome for us. And we might have to play the long game here. So with the Tailwind up, I could see him going out into Braylosh. I could see him going out into his Braylosh. So part of me does want a Will-O-Wisp. Because I can't see this thing taking advantage of Tailwind. Because I can't see this thing taking advantage of Tailwind, I think I'm just going to go for Will-O-Wisp. Let me just think a little bit more. Getting Stealth Rocks up isn't going to do too much. If he goes out into Mamoswine and we burn it, that's really, really huge. If he goes into the Bronzong, we burn it, that's huge. I'm going to click Will-O-Wisp. I think it's our best move. He's going to knock off though, so really nice play on our opponent's part. We're going to eat our Colbur Berry, kind of waste it here, but that's not going to do too much thanks to the fact that we had another crit! All right, count it. And we see the Life Orb on the Tornadus. Unfortunately, he knows that I predicted the switch now. And that's fine. Now I can Roost up very easily. That was a wasted Will-O-Wisp, of course. But since he's staying in with this thing, I really don't think he's not taking too much advantage of the Tailwind. And seeing how much that knockoff did with a crit, I'm just gonna go for Stealth Rocks and get them up now. I'm just gonna get my rocks up now. I should have done it last turn. That was definitely a misprediction on my part. I really didn't think, I mean, I knew that this thing would pack knockoff, but I really didn't think he'd go for it. I really just expected a super effective U-turn, get out of there, and what have you. But we're gonna go ahead and get our, I think this Mew might actually just be the ticket to win it. Because we already got one of his physically offensive mons. I'm guessing he's got knockoff, Tailwind, U-turn, and air, I don't know, Aerial Ace, if Tornadus gets Aerial Ace. I feel like he's gonna be mad physical. And now he's gonna U-turn out, so this is gonna do a good amount of damage because we're not physically defensive. Really, really wishing that I did have the, really wishing that I did go for Will-O-Wisp the second time around. I should have known NIPPS would know that I'm not gonna Will-O-Wisp. But I think because I Will-O-Wisp last turn, he's gonna feel a little bit too, like it's a bit too risky for him to go out into, yeah, a physically offensive mon. So he goes out into my lunch, perfect for him. And I'm guessing he's not afraid of the Psychic. Now, this thing definitely wants to take advantage of the Tailwind. I don't think he'd run sub, though. I'm just gonna Roost up. I'm just gonna Roost up and scout what he wants to do. He's gonna Rapid Spin the rocks away. That's fine. We'll see that does all of 6 hit points, and Rufus is really the only Pokemon that's been in here right now. I don't want to reveal that I have Defog, just that I don't have, I feel like he knows that I don't have a Psychic type move. But this is, the Tailwind's gonna peter out, which is totally fine, and the Tornadus can't really switch in safely because it's so low. So we might not have to worry about Tailwind ever again. I'm gonna go for Will-O-Wisp, burn this thing. Residual damage, the only thing that I wanted to do to this Tentacruel was burn it at some point or another. So getting this thing burned is fine. We're gonna see a Toxic here. Synchronized is obviously not gonna matter. We just burned, and Toxic cannot be synchronized onto a poison type anyway. So kind of stinks that we did get poisoned, but it's kind of the price we pay. We see that we do outspeed with no, or it's a speed type because we both have base 100. And the question is, does he fear? I kind of want to just get my rocks up again. I'm just gonna get my rocks up again. I have to kind of bait the Rapid Spin one more time because I can't get a safe switch into anything. We've seen Toxic and Rapid Spin. I'm guessing Scald and Ice Beam. I guess he's not going for the Magic Coat Wonder. And I'm just gonna get my rocks up one more time and see what he goes for. He's gonna go for the Scald, which shouldn't do too much because we are max special. We're max special defense. We're gonna see the Black Sludge right there, and we're gonna see a bit more Will-O-Wisp damage and Toxic damage trade-off. So kind of unfortunate. I'm not gonna Roost here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out right out into my Jolteon. I need to force a play. His Mega Manectric did evolve. Did Mega Evolve, I should say. So we're pretty fine. I mean, we can even go on into Sakura here. But Sakura baits in that Breloom really, really too hard. I mean, then I could just Ice Beam away, realistically. But I don't want Sakura getting burned because I need it to be able to outstall things. I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Mayhem. I think Sakura's a really obvious switch in, and he knows that, so he might. I think he's gonna Rapid Spin, to be completely honest, but I don't want to risk going out into Landers on a Rapid Spin and then trying to get that EQ off. It's just not worth the risk. He's gonna Mirror Coat, and it fails, so he does have the Mirror Coat. So we don't have to worry about Ice Beam, it looks like, because he's got Rapid Spin, Toxic, Scald, and Mirror Coat. So no Ice Beam, which means that Landers is sitting pretty comfy. And even being Mirror Coat, I don't think that he can take... Let's see. Who does Jolteon bait out? Jolteon baits out Mamoswine. Unfortunately, the only Pokemon... Well, we can get it off to... I could Agility right here. But I think that's too early to do so. I'm just gonna Baton Pass predicting a switch. Ah! That stinks. That really stinks that I revealed that so early. Alright, so here... I just gotta play it safe. I gotta go out into either Mew or out into Sakura. I mean, trust me, I want to go into Toph. I really do. I really, really do. But it's just not worth it. He's gonna Rapid Spin. He has to Rapid Spin. Or he's Mirror Coating. He's Rapid Spinning or Mirror Coating. Nah, we're gonna go into Sakura. I can't risk going out into Toph. I really can't. Sakura's at least one of the Pokemon. I mean, I could have gone into Mew. Granted, I definitely could have gone into Mew. He's gonna Mirror Coat again. Wow, he definitely expects to live that Thunderbolt. He really expects to live that Thunderbolt. That's insane. That's totally insane. Okay. So, we're kind of in a huge switch fest here, which I don't like. It's not my style. But I really feel like we have to just hard switch back out into Mayhem. Because I don't want him switching out into Breloom. And Mayhem can take a Scald. I'm fine with Mayhem taking a Scald. It's not exactly what I want, but I'm fine with it. And I think he might really Rapid Spin. So we're going to waste our Focus Sash here. We're going to waste our Focus Sash as he Rapid Spins. Because we see that he stays in because Milotic is definitely slower than Tentacruel. We're going to see the Rapid Spin right there, breaking the Sash, which is super unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. And if he wants to go into Mamoswine. You know what? We will Agility. I'm sorry. I should have done that before. I mean, Thunderbolt will 100% take him out from this range. Because he's not Assault Vest. It's Black Sludge. I'm gonna Agility. I think that Mamoswine's gonna come out. Mamosh! So Baton Pass there would have been really, really nice. But it's okay, because we're gonna Agility. We're going to Agility. And now the true mind game happens. I click Baton Pass every time. We're gonna scout right here if this Mamoswine is Choice Scarfed. I really feel like it is, the way that he brought it in on a Jolteon. Then again, he probably just wanted to eat an Electric type move. But we're clicking Baton Pass. We already clicked it. He's got to decide, does he think I'm going to predict the EQ and go out into Landorus, or is he just going to go for the safe Ice Cold Crash? I think he's going to go for the Ice Cold Crash. I'm going to go right out into my... I'm going to go directly out into my Milotic. Because I think that'll put us in a pretty solid position. It'll be pretty mint. Going out into my Milotic no matter what. Do I want to think about it? No, let's just go into Sakura. Go right out into Sakura, physically defensive wall. He does have Freeze Dry, we're also calm. So that's totally fine. We're gonna see Ice Cold Crash, which is cool. He did predict the Landorus. But I think that was the safest play because Ice Cold Crash will still do a lot to Jolteon. But we can see that does a lot. That's Life Orb. That's 100% Life Orb. So we know that he's not Scarfed and he is Life Orb. But now we can fire off a free Scald. Granted, the Tentacruel is still here. We can even fire off an Ice Beam. What's the difference between Scald and Ice Beam? Scald would take out the Mamoswine. Ice Beam really hurts Breloom. but I think Breloom will go down between Scald and Ice Beam since I outspeed. So I'm gonna go for Scald. He's gonna withdraw, I think going out into his My Lunch. Goes out into My Lunch, he has to. This thing is gonna take, oh, there's no rocks, that's right. But he's gonna take burn damage. And considering how low this thing is, I think that we can take this thing on. It's a crit, so we get a crit. To NIPPS' 2 crits, we get a crit, which is totally fine. I'm not complaining, I'm definitely not complaining. And we will see the Black Sludge. And I know that we can win this match. I know that we can win this, I don't know what I want to call it. I mean, I have to play smart, and I think protecting is the smart play. I'm not protect stalling, but I think that I would really appreciate if this Milotic doesn't get burned. That would be awesome. And I feel like he's just going to go for Scald Burns now. So I'm going to protect. I'm definitely going to protect. This is 100% what I have to do. Get a little bit more burn damage. He's going to go for the Toxic. That's even smarter. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. Toxic is even smarter. Because I'm obviously going to want to stay in. So the question is, do I really want my Milotic Toxic? Considering Milotic beats his entire team, I know I have the setup, but we forced the My Lunch in, which is fine enough. Which is definitely fine enough. And I think we just go out into Rufus. Scald won't take him out. Toxic will severely cripple me. Yeah, we're gonna have to go into Rufus. I can't let Milotic get toxic. Looking at his team, I cannot let Milotic get toxic. It really wrecks shop on his team. So as much as I want to keep that agility boost, oh, and he predicts it. Very well played. Very well played. He did predict it, but I'm still okay with that. This time we see that the Tentacruel gets his Black Sludge. Oh no, I'm sorry, we're not leftovers. Never mind. I was gonna say we see that Tentacruel won that speed tie, but that's not the case. So we can roost up. He can predict that. He might also just predict a Psychic type move. We're gonna roost. I'm definitely gonna roost. I don't understand. I mean, Mew gets everything, that's why. But like, look, where are the wings? Where are the little wings to roost up? I don't understand. I don't get it. I miss them. My lunch is almost down, and as I said in my team building, I know this is a long process to get my lunch dwindled away, but once that thing is gone, especially now looking at his team, Milotic severely wrecks shop. Severely wrecks shop. I know that the Manectric is still around, which is a huge problem. But if he intimidates me and I go to +1, we do have to get a little bit of damage off on that Manectric before we do anything else, before we set up. That whole agility was just to bait something out. And you know what? It worked. My lunch is almost down. He has no form of recovery. We don't have to worry about Toxic Spikes. He has revealed his entire moveset. I have not revealed my entire moveset on this Rufus just yet. And the truth is I might never have to use Defog, because Bronzong doesn't want to come in and get Will-O-Wisp. Really does not. And I see no need to set up my rocks just yet until this thing is gone. But once this thing is gone and I set up my rocks, it's going to be really good. He's going to Rapid Spin, expecting to outspeed, but unfortunately it is a speed tie. We're both base 100, and now he knows that. So kind of wasting a turn for him. And not really a waste, it was probably his safest play. But now, the crazy thing is that normally you want to win a speed tie, but if he loses a speed tie at the wrong time, it's going to be detrimental to him. It's going to be detrimental to him. So looking at that, unfortunately, I was thinking about switching out into Jolteon, but we really can't just yet. I'm going to go for my Stealth Rocks here. I'm 100% going to go for Stealth Rocks, because if he wins the speed tie again, then I get my rocks up, which is awesome. Keeping Rufus around, I think keeping Roost on Rufus was really, really good, because being able to burn some things on his team is going to pay off for sure. If I can burn that Mamoswine, that'll be awesome. If I can burn the Breloom, that's literally my biggest fear gone. Just gone. I mean, we have Faint Mega Pincer, so that's gonna one-shot Breloom after rocks. No Focus Sash, no nothing, just you're one-shotted, you're done. So you don't really have to worry about Breloom too much. I believe it one-shots. I know Quick Attack definitely does. Faint should. It's ×4 and it's a Breloom. We'll run the calcs later, but I really think that it will one-shot him to Kingdom Come. I think like a return does way too much. Faint is a one-shot as long as I'm not burned. So he's gonna switch out here, which is fine. He goes out into Manectric, which once again, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I understand that this is like a really weird match, but this is the way that I have to play it. I don't want the Mankeys. We're so close to making playoffs. If we win out the rest of the season, we make playoffs, which is awesome. So So definitely pretty poor that Manectric has to come in here right now. Part of me wants to Roost, part of me wants to switch out. I don't really know what I'd switch into. I'd probably switch out into Mayhem. Mayhem's like the best switch, out switch. And I kind of want to save Rufus for a little while longer. But I need Mayhem for my combo. So I can either Roost, you know what, I'm gonna switch on to Mayhem. I don't think there's any chance of him going for Flamethrower. I think it's either Volt Switch Thunderbolt or HP Ice, predicting Landers. And either way, you know, the Jolteon can kind of take the hit. Jolteon can kind of take the hit. And we'll decide what we have to do after that. If it ends up being that we do switch our Rufus back in, I just want to stop this toxic damage. It's racking up so hard. So I just want to stop the toxic damage. But with Tentacruel being so low, we just got rocks up. It's gonna want him to switch his Tentacruel in. So us going out of the Jolteon, even if he goes for Volt Switch, it completely prevents Tentacruel from coming in, 100%. Mamoswine has taken some damage in his Life Orb. We can always Baton Pass, but now that he's seen Agility Baton Pass, I don't know how long he's gonna let that live. I don't know how long he's gonna let me have that. Rufus, come back! What is Nips gonna do? What is Nips gonna do? What is Nips gonna do? Oh my gosh. Mayhem comes in. And we see the Thunderbolt! There's the Volt Absorb. Awesome. That is awesome. All right, so he can't Volt Switch. He can Flamethrower me, and he can HP Ground me. Let's see. I'm gonna go worst case scenarios right now, guys. I'm gonna go that he has HP Ground. Flamethrower does 46%, which means that Hidden Power Ground is a 2-hit KO for sure. It's a 2-hit KO for sure. So we can guarantee an agility here. I think now with my lunch so low, I think we go for the guaranteed agility. I'm going for agility. He goes for overheat. I'm so stupid. Does that knock me out? That doesn't knock me out. There's no way that knocks me out. There's no way that knocks me out. All right, good. We live that, which is awesome. -2 special attack. Really, really sweet. We definitely have to take advantage of Volt Absorb if we want to keep Jolteon around. Because he is low, low, low. So this is super mind games here. Now his special attack is -2. Which means that means Rufus, Toph can live in HP Ice. Sakura can live with Thunderbolts. And now we have to remember that he has Overheat. It's a huge, huge thing. At -2, Sakura can kind of do what it has to do. So we're gonna Baton Pass. Even if he wants to go for a Thunderbolt, I know that we can take it. He's gonna predict this and go for the Electric type attack, I'm sure. That's what NIPPS does, but I still think it's the right play. I still think it's the right play. We can't go out into Toph because I don't want to take HP Ice. And I think he does go for the HP Ice though instead of the Electric type attack. Goes for the middle ground, but we're gonna eat that up just fine. And we are finally free to just fire off a Scald on this thing. We outspeed it, we can Scald it, it'll be a 2-hit KO. It's unfortunate that we don't have the competitive boost yet, and I really don't want to take out this Manectric. Oh, it's not. Oh, he Volt Switches though. Ooh, goes for the Volt Switch. That's actually better for us. I was gonna say, if he just Thunderbolted and took us down really low, that would have been kind of stinks. But even if he goes out into my lunch here, we outspeed. Bronzong's like his best bet. Goes into my lunch, he's gonna take Stealth Rock, he's gonna take Burn, and then a Scald will pick up the knockout. Which means we get free leftovers recovery, and we're finally, I know it took 20 minutes, guys, but we're finally in the position that I wanted to be in. We're finally in the position that I wanted to be in. The safest play is to, no, it's not the safest. No, the safest play is just to Scald. Safest play is to Scald. We know it knocks out. We don't Protect, because if he wants to be cheeky and switch out, he can. Protect also would allow him to, it just would waste the PB Protect. I don't think that's necessary. So my lunch is gonna fall. We're gonna get leftovers recovered regardless. So I don't think Protect is the right play there. Scald has 100% accuracy. There's no Bright Powder in this league. There's no Bright Powder in this league. And this is intense. But with Sakura here, I'm feeling pretty good. Nades is gonna come in. We know that he's not Choice Scarfed. I'm gonna be able to just Ice Beam it up. Oh yeah. He is Choice? Wait, is Nades Prankster? Oh, I guess Nades is Prankster. Wow. Wait, no, he's not. Tornadus Incarnate? Is it Prankster? Oh, yeah, it is Prankster. He's not Regenerator. He's Prankster. That was my stupidity. That was my stupidity, for sure. 100% my stupidity for forgetting that Tornadus is Prankster. Man, I'm so mad at myself. I was so ready for the win at that point. Goes into Braydoom, which makes the most sense. I have to stick with my gut, and when I built this team, Toph is my switch-in for Braydoom. He 100% is. And I don't want to protect and then see a sub. I don't want to see that. So we're just gonna hard switch out of the Toph. We're gonna forfeit our +2 agility again for the second time. I think that greed is a dangerous thing if you play with it too much. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna intimidate this thing. He does go for the sub. So I couldn't go for protect. I could not go for protect. We see toxic or Breloom. I could have just ice beamed, but I could not go for protect no matter what. So with the Tailwind, I think that we still outspeed Breloom. And either way, we got our Intimidate off. That's really all that matters. We're gonna U-turn, break the sub, see if he's sub-focus punch, and if he is, we'll just send in Mune and sacrifice that thing. We can't burn this thing anymore, which is a pretty big problem for us, but like I said, we have Mega Pinsir. And I think we're fine. He actually does outspeed and get a Seed Bomb off, which is perfect for us, because it's not gonna knock us out. We're gonna U-turn and we're gonna break the sub, and then we can go out into Mega Pinsir. So that's totally fine for us. Granted, he has free reign to just switch right out into his Manectric, which is really unfortunate. But we are going to go out into, I think we go out into Pinsir. We have to go out into Pinsir. We have to go out into Pinsir. We have no option. He gets the poison heal, which is really unfortunate, but we need to stop this Braydoom before it brings doom to us. So let's Mega Evolve, and we can't, as much as I want to Swords Dance, guys, I really want to, we have to feint. I think that Bronzong comes in here finally, but we have to feint. I can't overpredict. I can't risk another sub being set up. I can't risk a Rock Tomb, because we've seen sub and Seed Bomb. I'm guessing Rock Tomb, Mach Punch. I'm guessing Rock Tomb, Mach Punch. I mean, not having sub Focus Punch is, like, if he doesn't have Focus Punch, I mean, I'm glad, because that thing is terribly strong, but he is going to withdraw, makes the smart play. Goes out into Giuseppe the Bronzong, who does take Stealth Rock damage. And we're just going to get a pointless feint off here. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. And we can't do too much to this Bronzong at all. So I personally think he's just going to set up rocks. That still does a good amount. Tailwind peters out. I might close combat at +2. Well, that feint did a lot. Well, it didn't do a lot. It did 10%. Okay, so he's definitely defensive. Okay. Do I predict him to set up rocks? What is he gonna do to me? Gyro Ball doesn't do too much. The question is Mamoswine. Has Mamoswine taken any damage? I feel like he hasn't. If I get to +4, feint takes out Mamoswine. Well, we know we outspeed Mamoswine now, so you don't have to worry about that. Well, it's the Ice Shard that's the problem. He's Life Orbed, and Ice Shard will do 70%. Oh man, this is tough. This is tough. Do I just go for the Swords Dance here? I mean, he might explode. Oh, my DS is gonna die. He might explode. I think that I just... man. I mean, I want to go out... I think I go into Toph. Swords Dance or Toph? Swords Dance or Toph in my 2 plays. Swords Dance and he just sets up Stealth Rocks. I'm fine. I think he's going to set up Rocks. And 2 Swords Dance wins me the game. I think. Alright, we're going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to Swords Dance. I think he might a normal gem boosted explode. We're going to stay in the Swords Dance. We're going to be real for once. We're going to be real for once. Goes for Stealth Rocks. Alright. So now, the question is... I don't think Explosion one-shots. I think we're free to set up another Swords Dance. I don't think Bronzong has any phasing moves. Let's go for Swords Dance. I don't think Bronzong has any phasing moves. I do live the Rock Slide. So at this point, a +4 return does one shot. So we don't even have to go for close combat. Well, we don't know that for a fact depending on his build, so we're gonna go close combat. We're gonna close combat, and this should take him out. All right, so Giuseppe drops to our Mega Pinsir, who of course now has -1/-1. It might tempt him to go out into Mamoswine, but we have Feint, so I don't think he'll do that. I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna go right down into Manectric. And I mean, getting rid of Bronzong, even though it's gonna cost us our Mega Pinsir in the long run because Manectric can come in here and intimidate us, and then Feint won't take it out. It's still worth it, I think. It's still worth it. Then again, has Manectric taken any damage? Manectric has taken a Scald and Stealth Rock. Actually, Feint might still pick up the knockout. I could see him just hard switching out, but we have to Feint anyway. I mean, we're letting Pinsir go down at this point, so let's Feint and see how much it does. If we had Quick Attack, it would probably pick up the knockout, but Feint does not pick up the knockout, and he's gonna take us out with a Hidden Power. That's unfortunate. Had we had Quick Attack, we would have been fine. And then we really would have been fine because we outspeed Mamoswine. I was just so worried about that Choice Scarf Ice Shard, which doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why I feared that. Definitely foolish of me. At this point, we can go out into top and U-turn. 100%. Yeah. Go into the top and U-turn 100% because we're Choice Scarves. His Manectric has to stay in. We do take Stealth Rock damage, which is unfortunate. We could have probably sacked off Mew and just got rid of the rocks, but at this point, I don't think I want to get rid of the rocks. I don't want to get rid of the rocks because actually I think I could have just, no, I couldn't just EQ for game over and over again because Breloom is still around and Breloom can take an EQ. So I couldn't do that. So we're just going to U-turn, take this thing out. I'm not going to go on into my low tick because Breloom is around. I'm not going to go on into my low tick because Breloom is around. So we can go on into Infernape. Because he has Mamoswine, who is not Choice Scarfed. And he has Breloom. Yeah, going into Infernape. Definitely. Definitely going into Infernape. Definitely going into Infernape. We are really lucky that Rock Slide didn't crit on Pinsir. That would have been a huge problem. That would have been a huge problem. Luckily, this game didn't have many hacks. I mean, the first two crits, let's be honest, those crits didn't matter, I don't think. Like, his two crits and my crit, I don't really think they mattered. One was on a Tentacruel, so who cares? The thing is recovery and etc. He probably would have lived one more turn without the crit, maybe. But it was a Scald crit, so instead of doing 7 damage, it did 11. And then his crits on me, they didn't really matter. It was just a nice opening game crit on Rufus. Since we both used Rufus at one point, he was on it to Mamosh. And we know we outspeed because we know that he's Life Orb. So, unfortunately, I don't have close combat. I have Overheat. I think Overheat is our win con to knock out Breloom. Then again, we could just knock out Breloom with like a superpower from the top. Pretty positive he can't live it. All right, so we're fine then. I believe we're fine if we just go for the Overheat. Part of me wants to switch out, predicting Ice Shard, just not take any damage. Goes for Ice Shard. No, we have to go for Overheat. Because Mach Punch doesn't knock him out. Mach Punch does not knock him out. We already ran those calcs in our team builder. He does have Overheat miss, but Overheat does not miss. The Ape comes through. Lonely is gonna punch. Well. Oh my goodness, that Mamosh! I know it has Thick Stack, but damage calcs told me that Overheat would take him out, but apparently not. Oh my goodness. Oh. I know what I did. That's my fault. I grabbed the wrong nature. I grabbed the wrong nature. Wow. Yeah. Let me just check, but I'm pretty positive this is not a naive ape. This was my wow. That stinks. No, it is. That's weird. That's really weird. That's really weird. I really thought that when I ran calcs, he must have special defense investment. He has to. He has to have special defense investment. That's the only explanation, which is really cool. So good on NIPPS for knowing to take the Overheat. But now, with Breloom, we just switch into top. We get the Intimidate off. And I'm pretty positive that Landorus, Adamant, a superpower should take him out. I mean, if not, we just U-turn. I think we just need to U-turn a couple times. He's got rocks, I got rocks. I'm just gonna U-turn, get out, come back in, intimidate him again. I mean, if he goes for sub, that's a little bit of a problem for us. I know that I can take a seed bomb with my Milotic if I have to. I know that I can. That's always an option. We also have, well, Jolteon actually is afraid of Breloom because at this range, I think that he can take me out. I don't think this U-turn will stop him from making a sub. Ooh, it might stop him from making a sub. It just might stop him from making a sub. Superpower would have definitely knocked him out. Let's just go out into a fast mon because even if he knocks out my Mayhem right now, I should have went on to Milotic. Even if he knocks out Mayhem right now, we just go back out at the top. He goes for Spore. Wow. Spore, sub, seed bomb. I can't miss the opportunity to hard switch into Toph and get another Intimidate off. Because at this point, Sakura's gonna be able to take a seed bomb, no problem. He's gonna sub. Yeah, we do this. We do this. Because if he doesn't sub, we still win with Milotic. He can't put anything else to sleep, obviously, Sleep Claws. If he doesn't sub, and he takes out my Landorus, we win with Milotic. We just come in, we Ice Beam. I know I can live a Seed Bomb. He'd have to crit me to win. Why would you say that, Shady? Why would you say that? We go out into this. If he goes for Seed Bomb, that's fine. It's gonna take me out. If he goes for U-turn, that's also fine. No, but he's gonna Seed Bomb and take me out. At -2, it is gonna knock me out. And then we just go into Milotic, we go for Ice Beam, and we win. Because I am defensive, he's -2. Sakura's totally fine with coming in and taking a Seed Bomb. Because it's not Bullet Seed, it is Seed Bomb. And I just click Ice Beam. I don't protect. Goodness no. He's gonna Seed Bomb. He's at -2, we're defensive. So we're gonna take that just fine. Get a nice little Ice Beam off, and that should be the game right there, ladies and gentlemen. New York Mankeys just won against the Long Island Regirockies. A neighborly and a brotherly rivalry. Good game, man. That was intense. That Breloom almost brought it back. That was insane. I should have just clicked Superpower, but I really wasn't sure if it would knock him out, and I didn't trust Calcs because Calcs have just been lying to me, and it all depends on spreads. We saw that Mammoth live in Overheat, which we did not expect, but that was an awesome, awesome game. Pretty long one, too. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Your New York Mankeys are now 7-3, so we have 6 more games left. How many of them do you think that we're gonna win? Let us know in the comment section below. Cheer on New York Mankeys. Of course, if you want to pick up any memorabilia, link is always in the description, and it is always appreciated. Well, the more of you guys that wear this, I think a lot of you guys will start wearing them more because we've been winning, and that's because of you guys. So thank you so much for all your support. Once again, check out NIPPS. His channel's in the description. Really funny dude. Got some unique series going on. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.